Okay, so today we are looking at, there we go, just kidding, algebra notes for 3-3, more complex equations. So we are still trying to isolate the variable using those inverse operations. The opposite of addition is subtraction, the inverse of division is multiplication. This time they're just a little bit more complicated. So you can see in this first example, it might be a little intimidating because there is a giant fraction there. Well, no problem. What you're going to start off by doing, whenever you have one of those giant fraction bars there, you need to start by, you must isolate the fraction first. So if I'm looking at this example 1, this piece right here that I underlined in purple is my fraction, right? That's the giant fraction. What's preventing that fraction from being by itself is the positive 1 there. So the opposite or the inverse of a positive 1 would be negative 1. So I'm going to minus 1 to both sides to keep that equation balanced. So I'm left with 6x minus 1 divided by 4 is equal to 5 minus 1 is 4. So now here you have a couple of options as to what you could do next. You could deal with that distribution on the top, and I know many of you are going to see that first and do that first. It is okay that you did that distribution first as long as you are moving that negative or moving that 1 over next. So I'm going to change this to just say 6x minus 6 divided by 4 is equal to 4. So now before I can get to that 6x minus 6, before I can, add 6 to both sides, I can't touch those pieces until I get rid of that denominator of 4. In order to get rid of the denominator of 4, well, the 6x minus 6 is being divided by 4. The opposite of division is multiplication. So we're going to multiply both of these sides by 4. These guys cancel out, hence the whole purpose of that. And we're going to bring this next step up here with this arrow. So I now have 6x minus 6, which is what I wanted. I wanted to get rid of that giant fraction, is equal to 4 times 4 is 16. Go ahead now and just solve that two-step equation. Add your 6 to both sides. 16 plus 6, 4, 22. Yes. Divide both sides by 6. And this is where you can jump to your calculator. If you're looking in your calculator, I'm going to go to my baby calculator real quick because it doesn't take that long to load. 22 divided by 6. That is a fraction. And sorry, that's a repeating ugly decimal, which means that you need to math frac that in your calculator, which would give you 11 over 3 as a final answer. And there is our first example.